Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to the episode of my F1 Manager 22 career mode here with Audi, formerly known as Alfa Romeo, in the first season for another episode at the Monaco Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous one at the Spanish GP, then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. That was a Ferrari disaster class, and it means we're now only 6 points off the Scuderia in the Constructors' Championship. That is insane, and quite some milestone just to get even this close. And is there an opportunity to maybe even overtake them? The Monaco GP, it's going to be very tough. Qualifying is the real crucial one here. So I think in comparison to the previous few episodes, we will be taking you through, Q2 or definitely Q3 at least, just to see how it goes, try and maximize that qualifying out there, because it is the most important qualifying on the grid. We've got an extra development point for Pierre Gasly off the back of last episode. Now, the team have been saying that he needs to improve on his defending, so I'm gonna believe what the debriefs are saying and boost the defending up to 75, although we have been working on things like his braking beforehand. But yeah, last episode was, I still really enjoyed it. Obviously we could have got more. Potentially was a race win on the cards, maybe, but in the end, Verstappen was just a bit too quick. Potentially a mistake on my part with the way we went about the last stint, maybe overwearing Alonso's tyres. But then at the same time, Gasly, we weren't overwearing his tyres, and we kind of ended at the same place. And the only reason why I was actually able to maybe keep up and, fend off Verstappen so much with Alonso was because we were pushing him so hard. So maybe at some point it just had to go. In the end, he ended up with, a good, 15% more tyre wear than us. So it was no surprise when he pulled away. There was one comment suggesting maybe I made a mistake of keeping the driver behind ticked as he overtook us, basically. But I had removed that. I double-checked that, because that was a mistake I've made in the past in Season 1. But I'm pretty sure I did remove it. So it was just a case of, Verstappen was just so quick in clean air with 15% more tyre wear. So, yeah, what could have been, but still a very strong race, I think. Good points, especially over Ferrari. So can't complain too much. Now, in terms of the calendar, Monaco is literally this very next race. So I doubt any of our kind of, improvements on the design will be coming in time. 3 days for the rear wing. Possibly the rear wing comes in time. We could do an emergency manufacture, potentially. Let's see. Let's go as we go through the week, and the rear wing is going to get done. So if I did an emergency manufacture, I could get this done in time. We do have 20 million, because we've really not spent that much as of late on different things. I am going to spend some money on the HQ right now, but first of all, let's make this rear wing. Let's do an emergency one and get it done ASAP. To try and get it on the car. So if I go for emergency, that's going to cost us only 500,000. So if I make 2 of them, that's not bad. 1 million for 2 rear wings straight away. Let's go for it. So both our drivers will have 1 rear wing each then for Monaco, and that will be a steady improvement on what we had beforehand. In terms of how much of an improvement, let's just look at this rear wing. You can see the stats boosted, pretty much all the cornering aspects, even at top end speed and acceleration as well, and the dirty air, which is going to be important as well. So facilities though, I wanted to look into something, because I think, here. So I wanted to upgrade the CFD. Because instead of refurbishing it, we may as well upgrade it. So let's spend 12 million on a brand new CFD simulator. That's a load of spending. We're down to now 7.8 million. What else could we improve? Suspension simulator. Brake cooling, maybe worth it, maybe. Finally, maybe I should spend some money on that. It does cost 7.5 million, though. That's quite a lot. So I say let's wait till we get to about 10 million of budget, then buy the suspension simulator. Just also for my own kind of sanity of getting up to level 2 to match the wind tunnel and the car park test center. But let's now go into the weekend. I'm going to keep both drivers in for the practice sessions, because Monaco, it's a very important track to kind of dial into the circuit. So Pourchaire will step into Alonso's car in the next race, I've decided. Rain and FP2 though, that's not going to help things, and we're pretty low confidence on the setup, so I need to try and fix this before we simulate the rest of it. And in the wet, we're actually pretty good. P3 and 4, pretty promising, but I think it's going to be dry for the remainder of the weekend, it looks like. Confidence on the setup going up, but they're still choosing some wacky ones, so I may just take the 3rd practice session myself just to make sure we get it as high as possible. So coming towards the end of practice, Alonso on I think 82% setup. Yeah, 82%. So on a medium tire run just to see what he can do. Gasly, I think we're a little bit worse than him with 74% still. We made one final change, but we're not going to find what that's going to be until qualifying comes. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of reaffirms my thinking that actually the game is, well, over a number of races is better, actually, than I can actually get the setup up. At least now in Season 2. I felt like at the start of Season 1, manually you could do it quite well, but I think the computer actually manages to find a really good sweet spot most of the time. But coming back to Monaco, I mean, it's just on this game is beautiful. It really is. So looking forward to qualifying now. Hopefully we can be up there for top spots and you know, just behind Ferrari and Red Bull. The ideal would be trying to get one of those cars ahead of Ferrari so we can annoy them, maybe outscore them, do something, I don't know, in the race, because it would be a dream to come away from Monaco being ahead of Ferrari in the championship. So Q1, it's going to be a P4 and 6, so we've at least got ahead of one Ferrari. That's pretty good, pretty promising. Mercedes about 2/10 off, it would seem, and that first part, but let's see how the second part goes then, and if we can get a little closer maybe. Q2, ooh, took a step back there, P6 and 7 compared to Lewis Hamilton. Okay, Hamilton stepping up again, and again Bottas featuring in the top 10 shootout and the AlphaTauri. So AlphaTauri definitely have taken some sort of step forward, and Bottas, our old driver, in the mixer a little bit, but Verstappen now on top with Sainz and Leclerc third. Interesting now, going into Q3. Right, so Gasly on his flying lap right now, I believe, with Alonso still getting towards there. So let's see, a bit overcast here, so maybe that's played into everything in qualifying potentially. Maybe the track being a little bit cold, I don't know. Track grip and rubber is pretty damn high, so that should be no bother as we ride on board through the tunnel into the last sector we come to with Pierre Gasly. Obviously, no one set a time yet, so we don't know what this is going to be like for him. We're going to have to just see. I think there's 2 cars ahead of him, I think, of Norris and Russell, so let's see what kind of lap times we can do compared to them. 10.5 for Russell, 10.6 for Norris. Purple middle sector compared to those two, so that's pretty promising. Gasly, final corner. Let's see, run to the line. It's going to be a 1:10, 1:97. Okay, it's hard to tell because it doesn't update here up until it gets over here, so that's very, very good from Pierre Gasly. What can Alonso do? I think there was a car behind him and in front of him, but the car in front of him is it's a Merc that's going slow. He does get out of the way straight away, though, Hamilton, that is, so hopefully he didn't get held up too much there. There was a Red Bull ahead of him that he was maybe following Alonso, but that's a little bit annoying. Lewis leaving it real late to go out, so maybe that got him a bit of traffic. Sainz obviously goes ahead, but only by 1 and a bit tenths there, so that's pretty promising. What's Verstappen going to do as he crosses the line? It's going to be, provisional pole. Wow. What a time for the Red Bull. 9.3. 3/10 quicker than Sainz. Leclerc, though, goes slower than both of us, so that's promising. That's very promising, but now I fear what Hamilton will do. Hamilton, though, with a lot of traffic there, he had to overtake a Red Bull and Alonso, I think. So Alonso repaying the favour of traffic to Hamilton, so this shouldn't be a good lap time in theory. And it is not. Major traffic for Lewis Hamilton. Right, so we're all going out there. We've got Gasly behind Alonso, I think. Yeah, just behind Alonso. Bit of we're a bit close to McLaren, but in theory, I'm hoping Lando shouldn't hold us up. We're all on flying laps. Hamilton will be the last man on track. It's not actually us, surprisingly, in one of these qualifying sessions. Usually when I always take qualifying manually, I'm the last car out there. But no, this time it is Lewis. But let's speed this up and just get to the start of their flying laps and see what's what. I mean, I should probably go on board with Alonso, since he's the lead car. And we'll see what he can do. Hopefully, he's not going to catch that McLaren, surely. So, shouldn't hold us up. Gasly's fine. He's got plenty of clean air. But let's see what these first sectors like. Green first sector for Alonso. Yellow for Gasly. We are catching the McLaren. That's a bit maybe worrying. But let's see. Maybe that's how much faster Alonso is going, though, to be honest. Second sector. Checkered flag's fallen. Who is going to cross the line first? It's going to be Verstappen, I think. Let's see if they improve. Perez does improve. Let's see. Alonso, 2 greens. Gasly, 2 yellows. Leclerc is finished behind us. He's behind Bottas. Leclerc is behind Valtteri Bottas in the AlphaTauri. Agent Bottas left our team, doing us a favour, getting ahead of Leclerc. Alonso crosses the line, and he does not apparently improve his lap, even though he was 2 greens. That is odd, but we are P4 and 5. We're ahead of 1 Ferrari. Maybe we could jump Sainz at the start and then see where we can go from there. Looks like Red Bull in their own world today around Monaco. So in terms of strategy for this Monaco GP, it is a one-stop, soft to hards or medium to hards. I think we go medium to hards, knowing what we know this season. I think we do much better going on harder compounds, but just pushing them more compared to our rivals. So let's go with that. That medium tyre will become that medium tyre will become the better race tyre eventually, because obviously the others do opt for softs. Maybe they're going to start wearing out sooner rather than later. All at the same time, they'll be pitting earlier, which maybe gets them track position. So it's a catch-22 kind of thing, like, because I remember last season, season 1, I think it was Sainz, he was on softs, but because he pit earlier, he kind of got into clean air and actually did some better lap times and got ahead of some people. So I don't know. I'm going to stick with this because it has worked for us this season. I also remember last season, Monaco, that was pre the tyre patch. So maybe this time, soft compound tyre won't be that great.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. There we have Pierre Gasly. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. And here's Alonso, the team's second driver. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalise on it? Will their hard work pay off today? We're here and the streets are abuzz at the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Right, and we're on the way. Going to put deploy on for both drivers. Try and push as hard as we can into turn 1. Alonso will get ahead. Gasly might come back at him, though. They're going to be side by side as we go through sector 1. We really need one of them just to push through and then attack that Ferrari, who's unsighted a bit, fighting the Red Bull. Let's see. No. Alonso slipped down the inside of Mirabeau, though, but both drivers unable to make anything work there, and the Ferrari remains in third place. Perez P2. I think Sainz was on the softs, I saw. Yeah, Sainz on softs. Tyres overheated already, apparently, but we're going to keep on pushing at least for one more lap because it's worth it to try and just make an early attack on this Ferrari. I'm going to go down to balance fuel, though. Try and save some fuel whilst we can behind cars. And Sainz's softs, 87% already, so they're not even fresh softs, so we've maybe got something here, but he's going to get stuck behind Perez. Right now, though, I don't think anything's possible until DRS is activated, so let's just calm things down and just go aggressive, and we'll see where we go from there. But Gasly ahead of Bottas, who's keeping Leclerc, I hope, at bay, who will keep him at bay for this race, basically, and help us out in that kind of regard. But Perez being P2 on mediums is the only chance we have, maybe, of overtaking Sainz today. Right, and then through the hairpin, go and deploy. ERS fully charged. Deploy. Let's see what we can do. 92%. I'm not really looking too much at the tyre wear. I just want to get this car, because once we're ahead, and then we can try and do some work. Alonso getting pretty close. Right, I'm just going to use a tip someone said of, if you go, what was it called? Driving clean air. That might help them overtake, because they might get out of the way of the slipstream and try and get in clean air. Let's see. Deploy. Where is Alonso going to go? Needs to make something up the hill, maybe, because these two are side by side. Is Sainz going to get this overtake, or will Alonso be able to thread his way through anywhere? Come on the inside of Mirabeau, just like you did with Gasly, maybe. No, nothing. Harvest through here. Are they getting away from us a little bit? Don't get out that 1 second, Alonso. Don't get out that 1 second. We need this DRS. We need... we just about got DRS there. Right. Harvest through here whilst they're fighting. Oh, no. Sainz might get this, though. Sainz might overtake. No. Thank God. Thank God for that. Right. Harvest through all of here. Save back this battery. Get back to a point where we can go deploy mode again. Okay, there we are. There we are. Right, 78% is pretty good. And then go deploy after turn 1, I think, because DRS will close us in. Harvest into turn 1, and then deploy. Let's see up the hill. Can we do anything to close up? Sainz. Is he going to finish that move off? Perez, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Defend, mate. Defend. And we're not gaining enough now. We're not gaining enough through here. Back to harvest. And probably conserve. Now really worn the tyres out quite a bit there. I really thought we could get him maybe in 3 laps at some point, but clearly not. Right, Sainz being held up a bit more by Perez. This might be the chance. Deploy up the hill. Gasly's actually ironically sticking with us, pushing less. Right, Alonso can't get past. I'm gonna swap him if I can. Maybe is that gonna be clever? Swap him. Let's go. And then you attack. Go. Your turn. All right, Gasly is just outside 1 second. We need to get into 1 second desperately. He's trying to hang on to that DRS. Okay, he's just got into it, I think. He's just got, surely that's him into 1 second. That's 1 second. Yep. No DRS. Okay, no DRS, but we're in 1 second here. And Perez is still putting up a fight. Please keep putting up a fight. Whereas behind Bottas, well, Alonso apparently had to overtake Bottas. What was that? Oh, wow. Bottas actually went for it. Bottas on the man who took his seat, attacking him at Monaco. Very interesting. Okay. Ahead of us. Oh, no. Ahead of us. Sainz has got past Perez. That is bad news for us. That is bad news for us. Okay. Then we're going to go out of the hairpin. Full out attack. Pushing on that. And then deploy out of here. Come on. Come on. Is my theory going to be correct? Through the tunnel might be better. As we come. Knocking. Gaining. Nothing. That is frustrating. Oh, this is basically, as soon as you stop pushing, we've got no pace. We don't have the pace to keep up with them. Monaco is showing that our car, well, at least around a street like this, a circuit like this, our car outright doesn't have the pace, only when we're pushing flat out. And these guys are probably on standard and balanced fuel mode the whole damn time. And Bottas, what? Bottas just overtook us. I harvested for 1 moment with Alonso, and Bottas has overtaken us on the softs. What? Right, standard. We need to get him really back past him. Gasly's now lost 2.6 to the guys there. This is how it got done. Turn 1, I checked. Alonso was... Bottas outbraked him. On softs, that is. That's on softs. Where's Alonso? Right, deploy. Attack. Fuel. Can we re-overtake Bottas? Or is he actually going to embarrass us here? We need to stay ahead of Ferrari, though. That's one thing. Right, overtake mode for Alonso. Can't get Bottas into turn 1. Can we get him up the hill, though? Come on. In the same way he got us into Casino Square. There we go. Alonso versus Bottas. Alonso back ahead of the man that overtook him. The man whose car he's now in. Bottas back through, having to harvest. Don't you dare let the Ferrari through. Don't let the Ferrari through. Don't let the Ferrari through. Alonso, defend. I can't do anything because I can't push him anymore. And all of a sudden, Gasly now has got Leclerc for company. And the status quo is going to be put back into place. 10 seconds away from Sainz and Perez. Leclerc's been getting close. He does get close into turn 1, but Gasly is able to stay ahead in P4. But the outlook is the mediums are now the quicker tyre because Perez actually has got back ahead of Sainz. But that's not going to help us because Leclerc's in a much faster car. But you can see Bottas is hanging with them as much. But and Alonso's kind of in his own no man's land now, being reeled in a little bit by Hamilton, but just having to try and get on as best we can. But well, I'm going to box Alonso this lap because his tyres are really worn out. And Lewis is going to come knocking. Sainz will come knocking. So I think now's the right time to do that. We're in. Gasly stays out. He was right up Leclerc's gearbox, but he stayed out for a bit longer. Let's go full out attack now. Pushing on fuel and see what we can do till we come in. Right, Gasly's coming up to traffic. I think maybe pit them now. I think maybe pit him now because he's gonna struggle over. Is he gonna overtake these 2 cars? No. Let's pit him. Is that too late of a call? Yep, that is. Great. Awesome. That really should not be too late of a call, but there we go. Oh, wow. You muppet. We lost like half a second there, having to lift off because of that Williams. Right, overtake mode for Alonso there. Gasly comes out behind Leclerc and Bottas in P7. Speaking of that train, of just Albon, can he overtake Albon? Come on, mate. Get in this clean air. Get in this clean air now. ASAP. Right, you need to get him now. If you don't get him now, this is trouble. Oh, dive down the inside. Come on. No ERS to work with. Neutral, bit of ERS. Come on. No, he's out dragging us. Ay. Around the outside. Come on, come on. Overtake mode. Let's go. Okay, cool. Great. And Gasly's called up to Leclerc because he's been held up by traffic. Can you make a move here on Leclerc? No, they never make a move there. I've just decided. They actually just never make a move there. Right, pushing now because Leclerc's looking to overtake Magnussen. Could we get in the middle of it and maybe overtake Leclerc? Don't think so. Looks like we're just going to try and get Magnussen on the outside. Let's do this whole clean air thing again. Can you get in clean air, please? No. No different racing lines. Go on the right. Go on the right. Go on the right. Stay on the right. Bloody hell. Overtake him through... Come on. Yes. We got to move out of the tunnel. Amazing stuff. Thank God for that. Wow. I actually saw an overtake there. Unbelievable. Oh, compared to the crash. Who just crashed? Did I just see someone there? In the wall? No. Gasly's through. VSC. For who, though? Who crashed? Okay. Vettel crashed turn 3. So in the Alpine. Is it going to be a... Oh! Rear end stepped out. Okay. Oh, that's a car. How's that not a full safety car? That's a car park. Absolute car park. It's a long VSC, this is. Very long VSC. This should have been a full safety car. 100% this should have been a full safety car. Right, I'm going to push on the exit with Gasly and Alonso to try and get Bottas, who is only just there. And Leclerc. Speaking of, here we go. Surely an overtake mode and attack here will do it. Drive around the outside. Fastest lap by Gasly. Showing some good pace over one lap, but just over the race distance around Monaco. Can't seem to do it. Come on, though. Get it on the inside. Yes. Yes. Keep going. No. This time. Second time lucky. No. Not unable to do anything. Push on fuel. Up the hill. Come on. No. Bottas being the most annoying man ever. Oh, what? And just this second, just as I said that, Alonso's crashed. Oh, it's going to be a Vettel-style crash, isn't it? Oh, no. He just... What? What was that? That was not Fernando Alonso-esque. Apparently we've got George Russell working for our team. Oh, Alonso's in a bad way. Right, pit, mate, pit. What damage we got? Let's go on to... How many laps we got left? Right, Alonso's got to drag his car along. This is slow. Very slow. Terminal tyre damage, that is. And front wing destroyed. Virtual safety car. Going to pit in with Alonso. Not before he drags the whole... He's going to back up the whole... Oh, my God. Is this not the most Fernando Alonso thing you've ever seen? Holding up the whole grid. Magnussen overtakes him. Surely, like... Oh, no, he's slowing up. Oh, surely he could have kept going like that and held everyone up. Right, Alonso's in. Eventually. Limping in. Whole that left-hand side of the front wing. Destroyed. Right, we're on deploy. Attacking. Surely we got to get Bottas here now. Yeah, finally past Bottas. Finally past Bottas. Let's not waste too much getting past these guys. They're lap cars. They're going to get back. Cool, right. Now, use the clean air. Right, we're here. We're here. We're here. We can do this. We can do this. He's got no DRS. Overtake mode. Surely, we don't even need overtake mode. Surely DRS slam dunk. Right, deploying all the way through here. Let's hope this time. DRS on the left-hand side. Yes. To the inside. Come on. Get the Ferrari. Deploy, all the way up the hill. We got him. We got him. We got him. We got him, boys. We got him. Right, now we just calm things down. Right, we've got very little ERS. I don't know where it's just gone on that entire lap, but Leclerc might fly back past us. We're going to be a bit aggressive. Harvest turn 1. Go neutral. Can he stay ahead? I hope. Just about. Yeah. Okay, harvest. Right, using the fen mode. This is going to be micromanagement again, I think. That's not too bad. Harvest through there. Neutral as we go through the apex. And we're good. Here he comes knocking. Defend, defend. Good. Harvest turn 1. Neutral. Oh, Leclerc's getting close there. He tried to move at Raskas almost. Oh, safety car. Okay, that's changed things. That has changed things. I think we should go softs because we've got a gap to be P7. What's the worst that can happen? We're P6 and we have to overtake cars again. Let's pit. Let's pit. Softs. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I'm taking the gamble. I don't know about Sainz. Don't know about them. They're already passed. We're going softs. No, you're joking me. That's not too late for a call.
Safety car.
That's not too late for a pit stop call. Come on. Vettel's not had a great day in the Alpine with that rear end, and he's stuck in the wall. Gas, Leclerc. Does Leclerc come in? No, Leclerc does not come in. Right. We're risking this, but I think it's going to be the better way to go, I think. All right, safety car in. This lap, we've got 86% soft tyres. The rest of them all on hards ahead of us. Surely we're going to be able to do something in this race. Gone full deploy. We've got some lapped cars, or our lapped car to get out of the way. Hopefully he gets out of the way pretty quick. No, he does not. Get out of the way. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so many. That was so many. What are you on about, mate? What was that? Right, Bottas is there now. Okay, cool. I think we can get him through the tunnel, maybe. Alonso, by the way, is completely out of this race. P15. No. Oh, this lapped car. Are you kidding me? Lapped car. Fiasco going on here. My god. Push through. Got it. Harvest. Right, and that lap car gets out of the way. Perfect. DRS enabled, and we're back now chasing after Leclerc, but on soft tyres now. And we're right there for the taking now. Right, overtake mode. Let's go. He's not even got DRS to help him. This should be powering past. There we go. Gasly back up into P4. And now we're behind Sainz. Lovely. Right. Gonna save fuel again. Oh, Gasly nearly goes for a move around the outside. Overtake mode. Surely powers past him. He's got no DRS either. Come on. Yes! In the end of it, we've got both Ferraris. Lovely. Right, up that hill. Harvest now. And full fuel. And attack. Let's catch up to the next car. Red Bull. Perez, we got you. Let's go. Right, harvest through here. Overtake mode. Surely it's going to be a slam dunk. Overtake. Past the Red Bull. Got it. P2. Come on. Oh, we're behind Verstappen. How's this happened? How's this happened? I went from being absolutely depressed earlier when Alonso crashed to this. We're good. We're looking good. Right, going to push on fuel and aggressive as we do it. Let's go for it. Come on, Pierre. Come on. DRS open. Through on the main straight. Verstappen does put up more of a defense. Then up the hill. Come on. Attack. Let's go. Come on. Come on. 75. Surely we do this. Surely. Surely. He holds this. Right. Harvest. All right. He wants to play that game of backing us up. That's fine. That's fine. We'll harvest when we can. Clean air. Clean air. Around the outside. Oh, Verstappen's going real defensive, you know. He's defending very well. He's defending very well. Right. Going to go neutral ERS. Not going to push too much. Because I want to save ERS actually into turn 1. Try and get him up the hill. Harvesting turn 1. And then deploy. Go. Up the hill. Up the hill. Come on. Come on. You can do this, Gasly. Oh, second last lap. He's not past him. What are we meant to do? What are we meant to do? Harvest through here and then deploy in the tunnel, maybe? Let's try that. Should we try that? Let's try that. Right, deploy through tunnel. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Yes! Yes! Around the outside of the tunnel! Pierre Gasly leads the Monaco Grand Prix! You beauty, son! You beauty! Come on! And we got clean air to push away. Deploy. Harvest into turn 1. Neutral. One more lap. One more lap. Come on, Pierre. One more lap, mate. You got this. You got this. Harvest up the hill. Let's conserve fuel up the hill. Calm this down. Oh, my God. After all of that. And Alonso is, where is he? P12. He's overtaking Ricciardo. Might get this McLaren. Massive gap to Ocon there. So, you know, after that massive crash, I'm quite surprised he was still in the race, to be honest. But here we come, deploying, pushing fuel through the tunnel in the same place where we overtook Verstappen. We're going to keep ahead and make sure we stay ahead. Here we are. Let's slow this down. Let's savour this. I thought this race was going to be an absolute disaster class. But a genius play under that late safety car to go onto soft tyres. Pierre Gasly wins again in Formula 1. He wins for Audi now in Season 2. It's the Monaco Grand Prix win. Come on, Pierre. Get in there, mate. Come on. I don't know how the hell we finessed that, but we finessed it big time. The win at Monaco. Come on. Come on.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. Imagine how chuffed they must be. A podium is a real feat, and it's been accomplished in style. The Frenchman was in sublime form today, fully deserving of his podium finish here. But there we see the three drivers with the biggest haul of points. And of course, the silverware to boot.
Oh, this victory tastes so sweet considering I was so annoyed and depressed at how this race was going earlier. But that saved everything. That changed everything and changed my mood indefinitely. Gasly's now second in the championship. What? Verstappen's pulling away with it, but we're second in the championship with Gasly. What's going on? In the constructors, we're still not ahead of Ferrari, but we're now only 4 points behind them. Because we only gained 3 points over them because they still got a solid 4-5. If Alonso was there, even in P6, that would have done it for us. That would have got us ahead of Ferrari, but obviously he crashed, and I can't do too much about that myself. Afterwards, I kind of left him alone. Maybe we could have got, I don't know, maybe we could have got P10 if I'd focused on him and pushed him a bit more, but he was also 8 seconds behind Ocon at the end of the race, so that's a lot of time to gain, but I don't know. But at the same time, I had to focus on Gasly to make sure we made the most of this opportunity. What a race in the end for Pierre Gasly. Not so much for Alonso, but still, as a team, I think we're going to be happy with that. You know, the mistake from Alonso couldn't do too much there. Guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.